And it is a choice. We allow ourselves to be dictated to by everybody else. It's really easy to just kind of become resigned to the fact that this is who you are because this is what you've been told or who you've been told that you are. You are useless, you are an outcast, you are whatever, you're weird, you're different. But for me, fat's not a bad thing. I am fat. Like, I am fat. It's just a descriptive word.
Have you always seen it as a descriptive word?
No. Oh, God, no. For years, it was possibly the worst thing that you could say to me. You could tell me anything, but to call me fat, it was just like, oh, why? It's something I couldn't change, and I tried to change because I was told to change. Yeah, I probably could if I worked out for, 13 hours a day and ate celery. But I have a life, I'm a mum, I've got things to do. Now, I call myself out all the time. I get offended when I say to people, I describe myself as fat, and they go, you're not fat, you're curvy. And you're like, no, I'm fat. Like, why is it such a bad word? How dare you be fat and happy? Like, how dare you be fat and having sex? How dare you be fat and getting chatted up more than me? When I was a kid, I used to have people walk up to me on the street that have never met me before and just be like, oh, you're a fat, ugly bitch. I'm like 12. And I get upset when I look back at that girl because these people don't affect me now. Yeah. But I cry for the years and years I spent thinking that I was worthless and useless. Words are powerful, powerful things, as are actions. Choose to use good words, Make someone feel good rather than making someone feel bad, because you don't know how much you can damage a person by just one sentence. Right. And how that person could maybe think about that forever. Racist comments from kids I used to get a lot, and obviously no 6-year-old is naturally racist. That's a learned behaviour. Somebody has told them that black people are disgusting or whatever it is, or that Muslims are this, or whatever it may be. It started probably, about 6, 7, and it continued until I was, till I left school. 15, I quit school. I used to get called water buffalo when I was about 11 by this boy that I used to love. I developed really early. One of the reasons I think now why I'm so sexy and I own my body and all my curves and I show it off is because I learned early that it doesn't matter if you cover up. Because, they used to, push me into bin huts and stuff and try and take my clothes off. And I was 10.
Push you where?
Into the bin huts, in estates in London. We've got, in the big blocks of flats, the projects, we have the staircases, and then they've got the bin huts underneath, which are usually dark and we've got doors so you can't be seen. When I'd walk down the street, they used to pull my top up, squeeze my boobs, and it was just constant. And I was worried that I would do something dangerous or stupid if I stayed there. I worried for my own health and well-being. About killing myself, honestly. Yeah, I just thought, I can't be the target anymore of everyone's abuse.
But the first time I remember it being an issue was when I came back to the States and I was in preschool. I was getting teased miserably. I used to pretend to pass out so that I wouldn't have to stay in school. And I would practice at home how I was gonna fall so I wouldn't hurt myself. And my mom thought that something was really wrong with me. I'm like, Mom, I'm pretending, girl. I don't want to be here. And she really thought for years that something was really wrong with me. I was always the best friend to every popular guy. But then came I would always fall for every guy that I was best friends with. Because, we're friends. And so they expressed things to me that they wouldn't normally tell everybody else. And then there was the guys that I was friends with that secretly did have feelings for me, but didn't want to be. I wasn't what aesthetically would be the norm that they would date. And so I was the closet piece. And I think all of it is a direct cause of my formal years, not having my father, and I had a stepdad that made it clear to me that he was my stepfather, and that, you know, anything that he did for me, just know that I don't have to do this. That abandonment, and then going to school and still being shunned, and so it's just, you know, imagine going through life never actually being wanted. Losing weight is an easy thing. It's the mental weight that was a hard thing. It's not until now that I'm like, oh, you're dope. You're all right.
When do you feel the most beautiful?
When I'm in the presence of other beautiful things. Feeling beautiful, like knowing and feeling it, because I forget what I look like sometimes. If I don't see myself enough, that's why I had to put up mirrors in my house. I don't do mirrors. I don't fixate myself in the mirror. I don't do selfies to check myself out. So I want my outside to reflect how colorful I feel on the inside.
Why in your body is it a good place to be?
We're gonna leave everything here when we leave, wherever we transcend to. The inside is the thing that's gonna live forever. You'll always have your spirit and your soul and whatever you left people with.
That was beautiful. That was amazing. How do you feel?
Better.